Only 30 minutes remained before the ceremony, but 10 minutes earlier, my fiancé, Gu Chenfeng, took a call, said something urgent had come up, and rushed out of the venue. I rubbed my ring, uneasy, but told myself Gu Chenfeng was always reliable. It had to be a company emergency. My assistant kept checking the schedule. I called Gu Chenfeng, but all I heard was a cold, busy tone. Half an hour passed. Guests began arriving and whispering in confusion, but Gu Chenfeng was still nowhere to be seen. I was about to have my assistant call his driver when the speakers suddenly came on. Breathless moans and whispered voices filled the hall. The man was Gu Chenfeng. The woman was his personal assistant, Gu Tingting. Chenfeng, slow down. The engagement party's about to start. Su Xinyue must be getting anxious. Then let her wait. She's nowhere near as important as my Tingting. Besides, that research nerd could never understand me like you do. Their filthy words stabbed straight through my heart. My stomach churned so violently I nearly threw up on the spot. The room fell silent, then erupted in whispers. Every curious, mocking stare landed on me. I gripped my phone until my knuckles turned white, forced down my rage, and called Gu Chenfeng. What is it? I'm busy. Gu Chenfeng, this is your urgent business? Fooling around with your assistant in a private room upstairs? The guests are here and the ceremony's about to start. Have you lost your mind? Instead of feeling guilty, Gu Chenfeng answered like he had every right. Tingting wasn't feeling well. What's wrong with me taking care of her? Su Xinyue, stop making a scene. Then Gu Tingting's sweet, mocking laugh came through the phone, piercing my ears like a needle. A nobody hasn't even married into money yet, and she's already acting like a queen. You really think an engagement means Gu Chenfeng will spend his whole life with only you? Look in the mirror. You're not even in his league. I laughed from sheer rage. For 3 years, I developed new technology, secured investments, and helped turn him from an unknown owner into a success. Yet they called me a gold digger. If he wanted to betray me, I would stop holding back. I hung up, found a familiar name, and texted Gu Chenfeng's rival, Lu Tingchen. I'm getting engaged today, but I need a new fiancé. The $50 million clean energy project is yours. Are you coming? The moment I hit send, I knew my 3 years with Gu Chenfeng were over, and this engagement party would become a humiliation the Gu family could never erase. Typing flashed for so long that I thought Lu Tingchen might ignore me. We had worked together before, but because of Gu Chenfeng, we had never been close. Honestly, we could barely stand each other. Su Xinyue, are you serious, or are you just fighting with Gu Chenfeng again? I stared at the screen and kept typing calmly. I'm serious. Are you coming or not? If not, I'll ask someone else. Plenty of people are waiting to work with the Su group. I put down my phone, still sick to my stomach, when loud laughter rang out nearby. Gu Chenfeng's drinking buddies were gathered together, smirking toward the second floor and openly mocking me. Chenfeng's incredible. The party's about to start and he still has time to have fun with Ting Ting. That must be true love. Seriously, those two have had chemistry forever. Something was bound to happen. Why would Mr. Gu ignore a beauty like Ting Ting and pretend to get engaged to Su Xinyue? What's the point? Her research, obviously. You think his company could have gone public this fast without that nerd Su Xinyue? Still, Ting Ting and Chenfeng are the real match. Handsome, beautiful, and perfect together. They all looked at me with open contempt. From their jokes, it was obvious Gu Chenfeng and Gu Tingting had been sneaking around for a long time. I was the only fool who thought I'd found a good man. How ironic. 3 years ago, Gu Chenfeng chased me relentlessly, swore he'd marry only me, protect me forever, and make me the happiest woman alive. Focused on research and naive about people, I believed him. I hid that I was the Su Group's sole heir and claimed to be from a normal middle-class family. I gave him everything, spent endless nights developing technology, saved his company, dressed modestly, and rejected every other man. He only used me. Then he betrayed me with his assistant at our engagement party. Fine. I called security. There are unauthorized people behaving inappropriately in the second floor VIP room. Remove them immediately. Don't let them disrupt the party. After I hung up, Gu Chenfeng's parents rushed in. His mother looked at the unfinished stage and the empty main seat. Her face darkened, and she immediately started yelling at me. The party's about to start. The venue isn't ready, Chenfeng is missing, and you're just standing there? You can't even handle this, yet you expect to become Mrs. Gu? His father frowned. Su Xinyue, I told you to take this seriously. The guests are here and Chen Feng is gone, but you don't look capable of running anything. You've embarrassed the entire Gu family. I sneered inside. They were polite when I was useful, but the moment everything wasn't perfect, their true colors showed. Just then, Gu Chenfeng and Gu Tingting's intimate whispers played over the speakers again. Their voices rang clearly through the silent hall. Gu Chenfeng's parents turned bright red. They recognized them immediately, but their embarrassment quickly turned into anger. His mother pointed at me and shouted even louder. Is this why you're throwing a tantrum and refusing to prepare the venue? Are you trying to humiliate our family? They're not married yet. Chen Feng and Ting Ting grew up together like siblings. So what if they're close? Why make such a big deal? His father sneered. Even after marriage, Chen Feng can do whatever he wants. Marrying into our family is a blessing. Rich men always have women around. Behave, and you can remain Mrs. Gu in name. Otherwise, someone else will take your place. Their twisted logic stunned me. Their son cheated, yet somehow I was wrong. Was I supposed to marry him and silently watch him sleep around? I'd been so quiet and accommodating that they mistook me for a powerless pushover. Now that they thought they had me trapped, they didn't even bother pretending. I clenched my fists, ready to show them that Su Xinyue was not someone they could bully. Suddenly, hurried footsteps and Gu Chenfeng's curses came from the stairs. He stormed down disheveled, collar open, tie crooked, face flushed. Behind him, Gu Tingting's hair and lipstick were messy, with red marks on her neck. She smirked at me. Su Xinyue, are you insane? Why did you send security after us? They saw Ting Ting exposed and humiliated. What kind of sick person does that? He spoke as if I were the guilty one, completely ignoring his own betrayal. Gu Tingting instantly dropped her smug look, reddened her eyes, squeezed out a few tears, and spoke in a sugary voice. Chenfeng, don't be angry. She only did it because she loves you so much. This is all my fault. I kept bothering you and hurt her feelings. I'll leave. I won't ruin your engagement party. She pretended to leave, trembling like the victim. Gu Chenfeng quickly pulled her into his arms and comforted her. When he looked back at me, his eyes were full of disgust and rage. Then all his friends surrounded me and started piling on. Come on, Su Xinyue. Chen Feng and Ting Ting were just a little close. Why are you being so aggressive? It's not a big deal. Ting Ting's the real victim here. You accused her for no reason. Exactly. Did you really have to expose everything here? You're vicious and completely intolerant. How could you ever be Mrs. Gu? Chen Feng has treated you well, yet you're obsessing over one tiny mistake. His mother stepped forward and shoved me hard before I could react. I stumbled back and slammed into the cold wall, nearly falling. She put her hands on her hips and looked me up and down like I was garbage. Su Xinyue, know your place. Letting a nobody like you join our family is already a huge favor. Marrying into the Gu family would be the luck of a lifetime. And you still dare throw a tantrum? Who gave you the nerve? A nobody? I almost laughed. I was the Su Group's sole heir, raised in privilege and educated by the best. My assets were worth several times the Gu family's total wealth. I hid my identity because I didn't want money affecting our relationship. For years, my technology had attracted massive investments and helped take the Gu family's company from near bankruptcy to the edge of going public. I had pulled countless all-nighters for his company. The core technology I created became its real cash cow. I had planned to reveal my identity at the party, surprise him, and help build his company into something even greater. Now that dream seemed laughably naive. He didn't deserve any surprise. I looked at everyone mocking me, at Gu Chenfeng shielding Gu Tingting, and at his parents' contemptuous faces. Then I laughed. In the silent hall, the sound was cold and strangely hopeless. I walked straight up to Gu Chenfeng, stared into his eyes, and questioned him word by word. You call me poor, but who made you successful? 3 years ago, my research landed your first order. 2 years ago, my technology saved your company. Then my connections brought investors and paved the way to an IPO. Without me, you'd be nothing. Guilt flashed in his eyes, but it was quickly replaced by irritation and disgust. Stop taking credit. My company succeeded because I worked hard as chairman and my team pulled together. What did you do? I borrowed a little technology from you, and now you think you're some great hero? Disgusting. When he begged for my help, he hadn't acted like this. Since he had no loyalty left, neither did I. I no longer owed him mercy or consideration. You said it, not me. Lu Tingchen, pick up Attorney Zhang and get here now. I'm taking back every single thing I gave him. My technology, my investments, everything I did for the Gu family. Gu Chenfeng and his entire family will pay dearly. Before I finished, Gu Chenfeng snatched my phone and smashed it onto the marble floor. The screen shattered instantly, scattering pieces everywhere. Cut the act. You're flirting with another man and threatening me. I've spoiled you too much. Neil, apologize to me and Ting Ting and admit you're wrong. Maybe I'll still let you marry into the Gu family. Otherwise, you're not leaving this hall. I glanced at my shattered phone, then looked up at Gu Chenfeng's twisted face. My voice was ice cold. Why should I? You two cheated, betrayed me, and humiliated me in front of everyone. Now you expect me to apologize? Gu Chenfeng, have you completely lost your mind? He had no answer, and his anger only grew. Xinyue, I know you've never liked me and think I'm not good enough for Chenfeng. I'll leave, so please don't be mad at him. Chenfeng, don't make things hard for her. She's going to be your wife. Don't let me ruin your relationship. You're part of the Gu family. You're not going anywhere. She's the one who should leave. Su Xinyue, get out right now. Before he finished, I slapped him across the face. The sharp crack echoed through the entire banquet hall.